Sorry for the interruption, but we're live now. Let's take a look at the chat. Oh my god. Hi YouTube. Who's Splarsh? Hold on.
Do each of those. But whether they like the exercise or not, they're locked into learning. So just trying to get them in the lab as much as you can, or getting things where they get to get up and move and be creative. When Tally isn't in the classroom, you'll likely find him coaching softball or football.
Oh. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find this. I was on Fox 54. Alright, anyway, we gotta talk about these storms. Okay? So here we go. It's double windowing. Let's change that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What did I tell you? They issued that warning to the south. Alright, so these storms are doing their stormy things. Really clearing up in Madison County. So if this... What is happening to my radar? Dude, what is actually happening? Anyway, I don't know what's going on. That's out of my control. But my velocity has been construed. Also, what is this thing in Arkansas that I keep on seeing? I'm not even pulling up. Yeah. What just happened? Okay. Don't really know what to think about that. Oh, my phone's dead. go with our trusty quad pane radar. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it? I made it myself. Trust. Yeah, we're just gonna let this line do its liney things. Alright. We'll see. I'm gonna be on here for a while. I don't really know what to do, but I'll be on here for a while. Yeah, areas of interest. Areas of interest. Line's definitely stronger right now going through Tuscaloosa. Oh, really strong up here. Nice bones. Actually, I would anticipate 70-mile-an-hour winds with this particular area of the line. Let's go to our drawing tools and let's get this addressed. I'll make a picture. Right in through here. Alright, Tuscaloosa, you're in my box. And a couple reasons why is because this Boeing second, there's a wind reaching the ground right here. And that's going to directly impact Tuscaloosa. Directly. So Tuscaloosa, you're going to start hearing wind pickup. Down here to the south, too, is also advancing in this direction. Okay? Tuscaloosa being your safe spot. And the line looks like there's a little tornado. Maybe. I don't know. Let's look at DJX. DJX is more south. You can definitely see where this would be setting up. But DJX doesn't have a good view of it either. DJX doesn't have a very good view of this. Whatever, let's go to our trusty GWX, which I've used for years. And we got a crash. Yep, it crashed. Oh, it crashed again. Man, oh man. Well, it's the way it goes around here. I've been on here, what now? My first hour? I mean, if you look at my live stream right now, it's like 5 minutes. That's probably because I ended it and then I restarted it. So overall, I've been on here for about an hour now. And these storms have definitely progressed. I remember when I went on here, it was on the Mississippi borderline. And now, actually, we can do a storm track with that information, can we? Yep, we can do a storm track. So that is what we're about to do right now. Okay? So when I started the stream, let's get our drawing tools out. All right, so when I started the stream, the line was right here. And we've been on for a good 40 minutes. So the line in total traveled this far in 40 minutes. Which means if we theoretically were to use a scale like that again, just out. Hold on. We get a better position. Alright. So in total, on my stream, I've been on here for about an hour now. Okay. And because I don't have a timeline feature, we're going to do math. Alright. So here it is. Here's your leading edge of the line. Is this line right here. And if we make that same shape again, a little more approximately, it's actually going to speed up. So it's going to look... Alright. Areas to be impacted within the next 40 minutes. Well, let's just remember that line. All right. So it would be right here. All right. This is where the line will be in the next 40 minutes. Decatur, 40 minutes is your time to get your safe spot ready. I've been saying it all day. You got 40 minutes, Decatur. 40 minutes. All right. Hartsel, 40 minutes. This one, 30 minutes. I would even say less. Until this line crashes through, you got about 30 minutes. Let's get our drawing tools out and let's show that. Moulton, Alabama. Bolton. Pretty big town. Let's swoop this up. All right, whatever. Let's go to drawing tools. Let's make a picture. Right here, molten. There's your leading edge. All right. And here you are. That's where my severe thunderstorm will be. And molten, you're in that warning. So molten, I'd be getting ready. And here's it on velocity. Here's it on, I think this is vertically integrated liquid. And here's it on correlation coefficient, which you can almost see it, which means there's pretty strong winds going on in this. All right. Molten. All right. 10 minutes. It'll be just around right here between in this area, 10 minutes where your impacts will be the most. We got a new update. All right. 20 minutes molten. 20 minutes, it's coming molten. Molten, you don't have much time. 20 minutes, it's almost there, all right? 30 minutes, it's past molten, you're in the all clear, all right? So here's your timeline. So you can estimate 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all right? 21, 22, 23. So using all of that information, all the information I had, which wasn't a lot, Molten, Alabama will be hit by these storms in 23 minutes, roughly. Here's Molten. Here's your direct path to direct through, right through Molten. So just be ready for this. Got a little Boeing segment up here. All right. 23 minutes Molten on the clock. All right. If they do decide to go severe thunderstorm warning, which this is National Weather Service Huntsville we're talking about, so they probably will. All right. This area looks like it's getting a little bit more situated. We could also time this out. And that looks like it's directly in line with Molten. Got a little bit of a push here. All right. You're going to be about here in 10 minutes. You're about here in 20 minutes. And in 23 minutes, you'll pretty much be on top of Molten. And the storm will generally be moving in this direction. All right. So Molten, timer's ticking. You don't have much time. And reviewing this extremely off the ground is kind of going into a radar hole. So I think past this point, past the 18, 19 minutes from now, I probably won't even be able to see this line. So to remedy that, you'll be switching to the HTX site when I think is necessary. So let's first test out HTX, and let's see how it's running. See if it's looking at these storms correctly. Crash. Let's remove ourselves from the situation. All right. Oh, complete crash. This has crashed multiple times on me. All right. Maybe I didn't set my stream correctly, and it's whatever. All right. Let's go to MCE. Let's go to one panel radar. That's all we need. It's just a general overview of what's going on. And we're doing HTX, which I don't want to use HTX yet. It doesn't have an incredible view of the line. It does have a view of the line, though. You can tell there's a line in here. This rain is pushing off in the direction of the line. So, if I switch to high resolution, it's probably going to look completely different. Or super resolution. Okay, still untapped environment out here in Georgia, by the way. All this rain will munch on that, though. Can't see the line, all right? Can't see it very well yet. Though it's going to look like the line is rapidly strengthening because it's moving closer and closer to the radar site. But judging, we can use stream time frames. We can time this out all the way to our biggest city. I'm going to call the Tennessee Valley our viewing area. The biggest city in our viewing area. Let's take a look at it. So we're going to go to our drawing tools. And we're going to go to our drawer. I think the edge of the line that's actually severe is in through here. All right, that's where you got your warnings on the edge of the line. And it's tracking in this general direction. All right. Now I think that this part of the line will really start to shine because this part of the line is starting to get rain cooled. And we're going to do a official, all the way to the high top radar, storm track. It's going to come right through here. All right. 40 minutes, it has moved this long of a way. All right. And using this tool, we can see that way is about 28 miles. All right. which 27 miles, which means if we take the leading edge of this, 40 minutes, 27 miles. 40 minutes, Trinity. You are in the bullseye, all right? 40 minutes after that, so 80 minutes. All right, 27 plus 27 is 54. You're going 54 miles. Huntsville is getting impacted by the line. That's how quickly this thing is going on, right? And you're already having a complete moisture rebound. That's all this blue that's around this radar. The moisture is really picking up in this area. So this line is entering an environment in which it can succeed. All right. And there's your storm track. 52 miles. All right. We're now going to take a drawing tool and we are going to mark this. Let me get a new frame. All right. Mark this right here. All right. About halfway is about 40 minutes. And halfway of that is about 20 minutes. And halfway of this is about a little bit more than that. And this line is really starting to come into view on HTX. Right? Here's a 10 minute. Here's a 10 minute. Here's a 10 minute. And here's a 10 minute. All right. So you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 minutes. All right. And there's our timeline for Huntsville. Okay. We know that just knowing how far the line has traveled so far. This is rough, but it's there. And it was done using actual math. I'm actually really concerned now for Huntsville. I'm really concerned. Because if this line is just able around the 20 to 30 minute mark, all right, is where it's going to begin entering this, which has just been literally just rising water the whole time, all right? Beginning at the 30-minute mark, okay? So what does that look like? 30 minutes from now, the line's basically going to look the same. 40 minutes from now, this area of the line is going to strengthen. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. So if I were to issue a severe thunderstorm warning right now, I would wait 30 minutes and then issue one like this, which sounds kind of crazy how I just calculated that. But that's where I would issue your severe thunderstorm warning. And then I would also wait right now. Right now, this is probably where this line is going to be the strongest. And I would issue something like this, just as a precautionary. And I also issue a flood warning right here because you guys already had a lot of rain and maybe one back here as well. And flood warning up here as well and up here. Just flood warnings everywhere. But if I were to issue severe thunderstorm warning using a precisely calculated timeline with proportions, all right, I would issue that severe thunderstorm warning, wait 30 minutes until this line gets to this point, and if it looks the same, I would issue the warning anyway, just because I know it's moving into an environment that is more untapped. All right, so here's your 30-minute mark. Don't think I forgot. Let me get my drawing tools out. Here's your 30-minute mark, and I think National Weather Service is thinking the same thing. All right, when the line gets to Trinity, all right, indicator. All right, that's when I would issue set severe thunderstorm warning. Even though they're still marking concern with this area of the line, I'm waiting until the line gets here, which will take about 30 minutes. All right, and that's where my severe thunderstorm warning would be. All right, so what does that look like? And I think we're getting a new frame. iTop takes a long time to update, which is what I hate about it. This line probably already, judging by time usage, if we take this 40 minutes, which is this area right here, if we split it up into 20, we split that up into 10, and we split that up into 5. All right? This right here is the distance of 5 minutes. All right? And we can measure that using this tool. 4 miles. All right? So we're going to move this 4 miles, 4 miles. It's probably traveled about 4 miles. So we're going to make an estimate here. All right. We're going to mark. Why are the drawing tools still on my computer? What the frick? So you call lag. I can't click on anything. What is going on? Are you guys seeing this? Look at this. What is happening? It's just on my screen now. I have to turn drawing tools off. Ridiculous. Anyway. I hear wind outside. It's kind of scaring me. We'll make it through this, though. Also hear pretty significant rain. Yeah, this line is looking worse and worse as the frames come in. It's looking more and more severe. But it's also looking like this rain has decided that it wants to go to the north. All right, now how far north that rain will make it, I don't know. And to show you what I'm talking about, the rain looks, here's your boundary of rain, cooling rain. All right, you see, so Riverton is here, Buckhorn is here, all right, Hazel Green is here, here's Huntsville. You can sort of see who's in it and who's not. And if I zoom in, if you remember those circles will line up. All right, so your line now, pretty much we can get in pretty close to this area. Okay, we're getting in pretty close. All right. Can't see this line pretty well, but I promise you it's stronger than that. Okay, and just to prove it to you, you should go back to GWX, our old friend. This line probably looks ridiculous. Looks like a big red bar right through here. Because that's what it is. And there it is. Very situated now, by the way. I must say, the line has definitely gained strength up north. Okay, you know what? We're calling it. We're calling it right now. Judging by what I'm seeing right now, all right? Judging by what I'm seeing right now, precipitation-wise, all right? This is bad. This line has somehow, some way, found a way to strengthen in this extremely rain-cooled environment. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop. Look like it's going to peak right around this area, all right? If you zoom out, you can see that's where the line is at. All right? You can see this is a line of thunderstorms that once it gets situated just like these down here, all right, and it will once it gets into this area, we're going to start having tornado warnings. So if my friends are on the stream, or if anybody knows on the stream right now, and you're in Riverton or you're in Huntsville, get ready. This is your time to get ready. You do not have much time. About an hour, these warnings are going to start coming through. If they do, they'll be coming through in this area, all right? Because this area is probably the most significantly unstable area that I see currently right now. It's the most unstable area right now in Alabama. We have a new update on the warnings, all right? Either they've been deleted or updated. Looks like they've been updated, all right? This line now, which is a line, you can tell if I zoom out, you're like, oh, that's a line, all right? This line of thunderstorms, this band, would you say, once it gets into this area, all right, which it will, storms are moving in this general direction, which means we can get our drawing tools out, which you've heard me say a million times, and we can draw out this system, all right? So here's your edge of your rain, and that's moving in this direction. This is moving in this direction. So really, this area is going to be clear for the next 30 to 40 minutes before it gets some light rain before the line. All right. What does that mean? That means that this particular area, my spidey senses are going off, guys. All right. This particular area, let me draw for God's sakes. Right in here. This particular area right in here needs to be watching for this wind. Y'all get ready. All right. Right in here is where you are the most unstable, and the line will interact with you. Okay. Once this line gets to here, especially in the environment it is now, the environment it's in right now isn't even that bad. Okay. A lot of cooling down has happened, but not enough to slow down the progression of a storm system like this. Well, let me take a look at outside real quick. Definitely some shadiness out there. I happen to know people who are in this red box. And I'm a little concerned that this will impact them in a not so good way. Though I'm not going to call anything yet, of course. Like I said, if they're going to go severe thunderstorm warning on something like this, they're going to wait for it to get about twice as strong, though I think it will get to that point. And then they'll pull the trigger. All right. Once this line goes over you, you're in the all clear. Okay? Let me repeat that. Once this line, this one right here, and this is a concerning storm over here near north of Tuscaloosa. Let me look at the best velocity. I've been eyeing it the whole time, by the way. So like, if you're some weather nerd and you're like, I picked that out for what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Right in there. Whatever. Alright. We're using HTX. No, HTX has actually a tolerable view of this. The view's not that good. Now it's starting to not be good from this radar. We have time. We have time. I don't really know what to think about this line. It's so intriguing. But we're going to switch to HTX for the fun of it. And we'll probably be on HTX for the rest of the night. Okay? So you take a time to chill. Watch these storms move through. And we're getting hail tags north of Tuscaloosa. It's moving into a more unstable. The more it moves in the direction it's moving, the more unstable the air it's moving to will be. All right? By the time this gets into Huntsville, I'm going to have an amazing view of it. Oh, the view is going to be amazing. I'm going to have to wait about 40-50 minutes to get set view. All right? For now, I'm going to finish solving my 5x5 on stream. So the stream now has become Orion solves 5x5. Okay? I've already done like half of this. It's pretty easy to do. Alright, we're on edges now. Oh, we're deep into edges. Crap. Wait, what? Okay. Alright. Seems pretty easy to me. By the way, put something in the chat if you know what Blanet Etcher is. Okay? If you know what Blanet Etcher is. And also comment if I should make merch. Because I'm very popular. If I make merch, that might be a good opportunity. Alright? And do you guys like this type of content? Because if you don't, I could change it. I just know a lot about weather, so I'm going to play into my strengths here. And take the easy advantage out. Yeah, we're good. Really starting to hear that wind rumble out there. Put myself into an extremely intriguing position while doing this. The position is extremely inquiring. People say, oh, your weather is so stressful or whatever. No, it is not. You guys know, you guys been on the channel, this 15 trillion subscriber channel, long enough that you know. It's pretty chill. Oh, we lost 2 edges. Nice. I just gotta flip this around. I gotta insert this. Double edge parity. Interesting situation. I don't really know what to do here. Usually I just insert 2 at once and hope for the best. Ooh, it's cooked. Alright. I think I can just fix it this way. Can I not? I could. Alright, whatever. No time to solve. This line's looking a little bit more intense than it was a second ago. Guys, I know the stream is boring, but weather is boring. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm literally watching rain on a screen that's bright and colorful as it moves across counties. Right? Could be saving lives, but honestly, it's an important job, and I'm sure I'm doing a good job of it. But there's not really many lives to be saved. I've already talked about all these storms. I'm just waiting for this to get a little bit better view of high top or in the next frame. In the next frame, when it does come in, or the next warning, I'll take up my drawing tools and make sure that everybody knows where it is. Because that's what's important, is everybody knowing where something is. And so that they prepare beforehand. Okay. I forgot what to do in this. No, alright. So, new frame. I don't know, guys. It's looking like a lot of rain is in the way. No, it's a line. It's definitely doing its line things. What is this green dot? I barely even know how to use my own thing. I saw a green dot, guys. I swear to you, I saw a green dot. Chat, did you see a green dot? Did you see a green dot, chat? I saw a green dot, personally. That's what I saw. By the way, chat, we're almost there. We're almost there. Like, at the end of the day, it's weather's weather. Chat, we did it. We solved the 5x5. Look at it. This hunky dunky takes like 2 hours for me to solve. When do I want to do it? Should I do a YouTube live Rubik's Cube solving? It's like the nerdiest thing that I've ever came up with. A YouTube live Rubik's Cube solving. Chat. Should we do a YouTube live Rubik's Cube solving? I think we should. Comment below. This isn't a video. I don't know why I'm telling you to comment. Folks, this one is going to take a very long time. I mean, my bad. Chat. This one's rough. This one's rough, chat. I can just see the comment streaming again. You can't see it. I can see it. Boom! I made a white bar. All right. Let's get some drawing tools out, just as promised. All right. So we're seeing the liney line doing its liney things. So here's your leading edge. You're probably going to go severe thunderstorm warning. Probably. It's all the same thing anyway. Now, if the edge of this line gets a little kinky dinky, all right, the edge of this line gets a little kinky dinky, they're going to have to go with a tornado warning. If they were to see rotation. So, if you're hoping on getting out of school, I think I can officially say that that's off the table. But if you're hoping to hope, that's allowed. All right? It's an interesting storm here. It's got a lot of features on it. This is where the line has how the line's gonna travel. Oh, chat. Look what they have done. Look at what these goobers have created. Okay, these goobers. Okay, I'm not meaning to call them goobers. They're government employees. Government employee. G-E. Goober. That's what they are. They're goobers. Okay? Have issued a special weather statement that includes Madison, Alabama, which is one of the most populous, and Athens, and Decatur. There's like 300,000 people in this warning. All right? I think this area of the line, and we've seen this trend, is going to continue to intensify. So I think by the time it gets to Athens, we may have our first severe thunderstorm warning. Hopefully. Thank God. It would be right in through here. The line would be maybe somewhere in here. All right. So we're going to watch this chat. We're going to see how it goes. All right. We're going to see what this thing does. High top, which one's more far away from this? Let's see. Let's get out our handy dandy measuring tool. All right. 62 miles away. High top, which is approximately right here. 74 miles away. Generally speaking. And it's almost 100 miles away from the southern extent of the line. While this is only 53 miles away. So, we're going to use KWX for now until that changes. All right? Until high top has like a super solid view of this. Which will probably be for a while. I did all of this work and I'm off somehow. Chat, somehow I'm off. I need you to explain. Somehow. With this cubingness. Yeah, this line looks pretty scary. Definitely a lot of wind. Actually, once this gets to about here, I'll switch to high top. And if you're wondering what high top is, that is a radar site. Okay, for radars. It's called radar, I know. finally I found it. For God's sakes. I can insert my life goals. We made half of the situation. Half of the situation. That takes too long to solve. But the warnings are coming in. Oh, now the National Weather Service has made this all one warning. So let's talk about it. All right. Used to be a dividing line. Now they've just made this all one warning. They're generally saying that this line, they're not continuing to get into Tennessee, which I understand why. Trust me, this thing's not beefed up enough to achieve a Tennessee rating. However, it is beefed enough to achieve a Huntsville rating, and it did get one. And you go to the south, and it does this thing. Actually, got a tornado warning down here. You see this red box? I chose my color for tornado warnings to be red. So we're gonna go take a look at this, and this is next to I think the second most populated area, which is Mobile County. And here it is. And oh yeah, you know, if I were to see this in Huntsville, I would just freak out. Okay. Definitely some stuff going on with this, some gooberiness. And the gooberiness in question is situated in the mesocyclonic updraft. So here is your outflow, right? This is all outflow. It's moving in this direction, right? Now, in this particular area, there's some inflow, right? You don't usually see that with lines. And that inflow is also situated with this streamwise vorticity current, which comes through here. All right. This is forward flank downdraft, comes through here. All right. And then your RFD comes through here. And you see where all those areas connect, or all those arrows connect right there. Keep that circle. I'm going to change this to velocity. I wonder if I can keep this circle. Oh, crap. Well, anyway, remember where that circle is? Just remember where it is? I want to change it to velocity. I bet you that's where the rotation is. It's right here. Yep, I was right. And there you go. Pretty obvious indeed. Right in there. You have red's going towards the radar, green's going away. Let me draw this out. All right. You have red's going towards, and green's going away. All right. That way you have a little bit of rotation right in there. All right. This is going to track off in this direction. Okay. You have outflow here. You have your downdraft here. You have your downdraft here. Strong winds here. Strong winds here. But your area where they're coming together is right in there. All right. It's simple enough. You guys see that, okay? Tracking wise. By the way, this blue triangle. All right, let's track this one out. Okay, right in through here. Gulf Crest, Alabama. Chulu. Oh, my power's about to go out. So you gotta get the flashlight set up ready. Gulf Crest, Alabama. Chunchula, Alabama. Get ready. This is tracking like this. It's gonna come through. If this area were to tighten, as in we were to see higher velocities, both in the reds and in the greens, and they're really coming together, they would probably go for a higher end tornado warning. But just to see if this is on the ground, let's switch to correlation coefficient. And this is a good idea to explain what correlation coefficient is. As I boot it up, you guys have seen it before on the stream, okay? Correlation coefficient is saying that all raindrops are red. That's what it's saying. So you see all this red that's everywhere? All this red that's all over your screen. I mean, there's a couple pixels. This is just contamination. That means that the radar beam is getting contaminated some way, right? It's not producing an accurate reading. But generally, what we see here on the screen is red. There's no area of large blue or greens that's associated with something that we would consider something that would not correlate with rain. That's why it's called correlation coefficient. So red is rain. Red is what the radar recognizes over the years of testing as rain. Okay? Anything that's getting into the yellows or in the blues, all right, that's when you start getting things that might not be rain, like hail. Hail and rain, you like, here's a hail ball, and then here's a little raindrop, and you see the difference. So the radar picks that up, and it's like, whoa, that's not the same thing. okay? And that's why your radars are successfully able to color pixels purple, especially on DBZ if they think that there's like hail. All right, the radar over years of testing is able to recognize that. We did have this technology in the 50s. All right, we just got a new update. All right, anyway, so if you see an area of rotation, like a tornado or something, and you see a blue or green ball over that area of rotation on correlation coefficient, that's not hail. Because why would hail be lofted by a tornado in a mesocyclone, which is where tornadoes exist, not in lines, but in lines that you can just spin up, but in supercells, which I think this is an embedded supercell inside the line. All right, you have a mesocyclonic updraft or mesocyclone. All right, which is there's also an anti-mesocyclone. However, under that mesocyclonic updraft is not hail. There's no hail. If anything, there's a rear flank downdraft that contains a lot of rain and gusty winds, but no hail. All right, there's might be some hail on the side or maybe a little bit of hail under there, but if there's the radar is picking up extreme deep correlation coefficients on top of an area of rotation directly on top of, that's debris, that's wood, that's things that aren't supposed to be in the cloud. They may look like this, they may look like this, they may look like this, and the radar's like, why is this in the cloud? So that's why that happens. All right, now before I waste too much of your time, I'm going to switch back to reflectivity, which is probably what my viewers understand. All right, and we see a much different signature. We see the storm advancing over here. Let's switch it to velocity, which I bet you this is starting to become outflow dominant again. I'm not seeing an incredible amount of inflow into this, though there is some. There is some here. Like I said, Bucks, Alabama, Movico, Alabama, Mount Vernon, Alabama, Chichalula, Alabama, Gulf Crest, Alabama. All right. Here's Gulf Crest. Here's Chichalula. Here's Mount Vernon. Here's Movico. Here's Bucks. All right. All these places need to be in their shelter. I mean, probably not this area until if the tornado warning gets extended, or if you're in a tornado warning tonight, just go to your shelter. But if there were an area of rotation, it would be right in here, Gulf Crest, Alabama. You have minutes. You have seconds. Run to your safe place. And if it's not on the ground, safe and sorry. That's it. Cholula, Alabama, you might be a little bit of south area for the rotation, but there still is a rotation going through Gulf Crest. Mount Vernon, Alabama, these places, can't be sure yet, but judging by the appearance of the storm, this was an embedded supercell. And not to get anybody excited or anything, but it looks like it's becoming more outflow dominant. There's cold air undercutting whatever updraft that was existing over here. Still be in your safe place. Don't even care about what I'm saying. Just get to your safe spot. All right, we're going to go to HTX, which is where this rain band thing is coming through. All right. Like I said, I'm using those words very loosely. This is a rain band thing. I don't think it's going to get much stronger than what it is now because of all this rain that's out ahead of it. But we can switch to more useful because it's not like it's dramatically changed in the past little bit. And this does have a better view of it. We look at the Birmingham situation. We have a little thing in here that I want to point out. Sometimes you'll see this at more thin rain-cooled lines. As you start to see the structure of the line. So, like, here it is. Here's the little thin line in there. You can sort of see it. Little heavy rain here, a little heavy rain here. I don't think that's hail. This looks weird, all right? This knobby little thing looks weird, all right? We're going to pull up velocity, and we're going to take a closer look at that. There would be an area of rotation. It would be somewhere in here. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to issue a tornado warning for this. It's pretty obvious that's what that is, all right? And I'm going to give y'all so many heads up, all right? This is the first moment where I think I'm actually, like, super needed, okay? Here we go, folks. They're going to issue this any second now, okay? So there's a clear area of rotation down here. And, of course, I know one of the guys from SWS Birmingham. This is pretty obviously there needs to be a tornado warning for this. Right in here. Let me draw this out for you. Here we are. All right. And where this clear area of rotation will be tracking. Okay, so let's exit out of this. Let's move a little bit closer. All right. Blunt County. You start getting to Gadsden. Gadsden, you're far away from this. Like, you're a good 2 hours away. But it's there. It might even be on the ground. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's look at correlation coefficient, which is what I already told you guys about. Let's look at correlation coefficient. Right here. All right, and we're watching this area. All right, it doesn't seem like there is anything on the ground, though it is sketchy. To say the least, it's sketchy. It looks sketchier than I thought it would look. All right. When I saw it on reflectivity, but definitely recognizable. All right. So this line is getting strong. It's getting quite intense to the south of Huntsville. All right. So Madison County is not included in this severe thunderstorm warning, though impacts could come later. We are going to view HTX to view this severe thunderstorm warning. And this severe thunderstorm warning, at least the southern side of it, may get replaced with the tornado warning due to what's going on down here. All right. So you have your line of wind and rain right through here. All right. They went severe thunderstorm warning, Decatur, you're about to get impacted with this. And this is, yeah, right down here, there's a meso low. There's a clear split in the line. And this is kind of what we saw, I think it was 2 weeks ago. We saw something like this over Huntsville. All right. Tornado possibilities. There's probably a small tornado on the ground with this. Probably. Maybe. All right. National Weather Service still hasn't gone with the tornado warning. I'll give them time. All right. It's right back in here. All right. And where's it going? It's going in this direction. So as soon as this area of the line is to enter the Tennessee Valley, all your severe weather stations will go live because of that specific area in the line. All right. You still have your precautionary special weather statement out here. Though the severe thunderstorm warning is more serious, it's basically saying, chat, there's going to be a severe thunderstorm. All right. It includes all of Coleman County, including Bankhead National Forest, which is, let me get my drawing tool up. All right. Any of you guys have ever been to Camp McDowell? All right. Camp McDowell is somewhere down in here. Okay. The area of the strongest winds in the severe thunderstorm warning is right in here. And there's your track for it. Though there is some feisty winds with this area as well. We'll see how that evolves when it enters, gets closer and closer to the radar site. This is the line of intensity. And obviously there could be a possible tornado warning down here associated with this, all right? What to look for. This area of the line is in a completely rain-cooled area. Just monumentous amounts of rain in front of it, right? Just massive whooshes of rain. It's completely cooled down this area of the line. So it can be some gusty winds. There's been gusty winds all day. I know that because I live in this area. There's been gusty winds for a long time in this vicinity. All right. We got a new update. Pseudo apt update. All right. So what's important to note here is that the National Weather Service, and I know this is tornado possible, has issued a separate severe thunderstorm warning right in through here. Right, here's your severe thunderstorm warning. All right, separate to everything else because of this area of enhanced wind and rotation. So if we switch to velocity and we just take a glance at this area, if it will load. All right, don't have an extremely good look at it, but there's definitely a clear velocity signature. This looks like garbage to you. There's a clear velocity signature right in through here. So the National Weather Service was like, this is Birmingham's doing. Huntsville would 100% easy decision would go with a tornado warning for this. However, Birmingham has decided to go with a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning, noting that the tornado is possible. Like I said, North Gadsden, it's not there yet, but it probably will be. All right, let's cancel out our drawing and let's switch back to reflectivity. All right, there's a little band of contamination here. It's going right in through here. This line has a lot of wind, right? Windy line. And it's this particular segment of the line that is going to cause the most problems. This bean. This bean single-handedly is going to cook a lot of people. All right. Let's do a securing outdoor items alert. Haven't done one of these in a while. Ever, actually. All right. Let's do a securing outdoor items alert. And I know it's windy out there, and I know it's rainy, and a little bit cold, especially if you're in Georgia. All right. But I need you, if you're in this box that I just drew, and I'll zoom in. Actually, I can't zoom in. But you can generally tell, Huntsville, Alabama, you can see the counties here pretty easily. If you're in this box, this is a good time to secure outdoor items because you're having a big wind band that's moving through. The wind on this band, and you'll realize it when it hits you, is going to be very, very intense because it's where a lot of things are coming together. And when things like that come together like that, you end up getting a situation in which the wind can fling outdoor items. And as stupid as it sounds, a lot of people die every year from not securing a grill or something. And it flies across the neighbor's yard and it's grandma trying to mow her lawn. Okay? Grandma is sitting on her lawnmower and she wants to mow her lawn, and a freaking grill from Patrick's yard hits her in the head. Okay? It's happened before. Don't ask me. It's happened before. Alright? So, the situation of danger now. Like, this would be about the strength as a line that went through Hamilton. Alright? Decatur, you're up. Alright? They're probably not going to go with the severe thunderstorm warning more north, though, because, I could understand the chance of this line gets more rain cooled, especially how it's gotten rain cooled more north. Okay? Let's do a north-south Athens thing. Okay? I'm going to do one of these north-south Athens thing. All right, here's Athens. This is North Athens. This is South Athens. Okay? South Athens, 50 mile per hour wind. Check. North Athens, that's not happening. Okay? So, I want you to think about this. In Athens, just don't be surprised if they were to issue severe thunderstorm warning on this. That South Athens, it kind of goes like this. That South Athens is in the warning and North Athens isn't in the warning. Though there is a band of wind right in here. Definitely a Boeing segmenty thing. All right. There's probably some isolated instances of 50 plus mile an hour wind on the edge of that line. I can already tell you that there's 40 plus mile an hour wind in Madison County right now. And that's not even from me. That's just from like weather stations and common weather knowledge of what's been going on during this outbreak. Okay? It's not really an outbreak. This is just a line of strongish thunderstorms that's trying to move through. Okay? So don't be shocked. You got a severe thunderstorm warning. All right? This is south. All right, you got a severe thunderstorm warning south. Here it is. All right, it's because of this. All right, and they decided to go with the more southern portion because the more northern portion could get rain cooled. All right, this, in theory, as it goes over this environment, should strengthen. And what I'm super concerned about is that there's a lot of increased shear in this area. There's a lot of, let's just say there's a little spike in wind shear on the models when it gets to right around right here. All right. So the models are those weather prediction things. All right. And I'm going to get a new velocity scan. If I reboot, it'll probably go through. But anyway, there's a lot of, first of all, there's a little bit more of a higher instability value in this area. All right. Now it's going to have to make it through this area that has a slightly lower instability value. But if it is, and it sets up over Madison, this area right here is both sheared. You have the wind near the ground, and you see this on satellite data, especially over here. This is Sand Mountain, which we're going to have to watch for Sand Mountain magic, which means that as that storm hits those mountains, which is a friction surface, when it hits it, it ripples over it. And then that rippling effect over the mountain, a little bit of inflow goes into the line, and it curls back, and you get a tornado warning. And we have to watch out for stuff like this with this area. Yeah, a little bit of a Boeing segment, so it's looking pretty healthy. But as this tracks in this direction, okay, let's do a timeline on this because it's including the most popular area in all of Alabama, which is Huntsville. All right. We know that it's approaching Trinity now, all right? So you're in that first 40 minutes, all right? And we can estimate that 40 minutes is 27 miles. I don't know if you guys remember that from the beginning of the stream, but we know that 40 minutes is 27 miles, all right? It takes 27 miles for this to travel 40 minutes, which is about 27 miles and 40 minutes. So moving at about 50 miles an hour, all right? So we take a look, 27 miles, starting from the leading edge of this. All right, 27 miles, 40 minutes. All right, officially downtown Huntsville. All right, 40 minutes until this leading edge of this line moves through downtown Huntsville. You got 40 minutes. TikTok, it's coming. So if you're in downtown Huntsville, I would quickly secure outdoor items. If you're in an apartment, that's great. Love, trust. But if you're in an apartment, we also have to be wary of is that sometimes these apartments, especially over here in downtown Huntsville, which is here, usually have balconies on the edge of them. And those balconies can have porcelain plates. And just like I say, grandma is trying to mow her lawn, and this windstorm comes through, which I don't know why anybody would be mowing their lawn in rain, but whatever. Grandma is dementia. She's trying to mow her lawn for no reason, okay? That wind hits that porcelain stupidity that's on the edge of your balcony, hits grandma on the head, grandma is dead. Okay? That's the threat. All right? The threat is your grandma dying. All right? We don't want that to happen to anybody. But like I said, grandma deaths are unpredictable. So, never know. Okay. This looks sketchy. This little guy over here looks sketchy. This. Why is this sketchy? I want to know. Oh. We see this trend continue. There's only one thing that must be done. All right. This is a situation now. I knew this guy was sketchy, and he was. All right. Here's the deal. Here's what's going on right now. All right. I need everybody to listen up. 3, 4 viewers, who's ever on the stream, probably some of my friends. All right. I want you to listen up right now. I'm being 100% serious. I said there wouldn't be severe weather today in math class, but there will be, apparently. Let's see if they decide to pull the trigger. That's the thing. Will NWS Huntsville? All right, I'm going to be real with you guys. There's an area of rotation right now south of Athens. I was right about the last one. Okay? There's a weird, dinky little area of rotation that's south of Athens that is moving in this direction. All right? You see that box? You see that beautiful box? It's moving in this direction. All right? Okay? If the National Weather Service, which I think they will, were to issue a tornado warning, it would include Huntsville, Alabama right now. There's a possible tornado. It would include Huntsville, Alabama, Madison, Alabama, Athens, Alabama, right? Meridianville, Alabama, okay? Owens Crossroads, Alabama, Hampton Cove, Alabama, Gurley, Alabama, Hazel Green, Alabama, Newmarket, Alabama, Harvest, Alabama, all right? Would be included in this. If they were to issue a tornado warning right now, which there's a shot, all right? There's a shot. So I would say personally, and let me take a better look at this, that if this rotation were to increase, all it takes is one frame. In the next 5 minutes, if this rotation is to increase, there's about a 90% chance they're going to go with a tornado warning right now for Huntsville, Alabama, as they should. And it looks like it's updating. All right, do we have a tornado warning for Huntsville, Alabama? They might be going with it. They're typing something. But I think it was to our south. Then again, there's this area of super like weak, sketchy crap rotation, okay? That is in this stupid line, all right? It's in there. It's peekaboo, okay? I saw it. I'm looking at it right now. I can show it to you how it's an area of rotation, okay? All right? It's a little weird, but it would be. You see where this red is drawn this way? Okay. This is not normal. So there would be an area of rotation, super weak rotation, right? But it is rotation right in here. Okay? Now we're going to watch this, and we're going to wait for the next scan. And we're going to see if that is indeed the case. But it is looking like there's a super weak area of rotation, particularly right there. And you remember where that circle is? Keep your eyes on it. And we're going to pull up radar, and then we're going to circle that area in radar. So the circle's gone. Remember that area. Reflectivity right in here. Right in there. All right. This is super quick, but like I said, it's moving into a highly sheared environment. So don't be surprised if they do end up pulling the trigger with a tornado warning. It's just the line is so weak. If none of this rain was here, for sure tornado warning. But it's weird, man. I don't think they're going to do it. I wouldn't either. I would wait for this to, look different. Because it doesn't look like it's able to produce a tornado. It just looks like a weaker line of rain. However, there's this thing down here that I think is able to produce a tornado. It's actually been able to produce a tornado now for, the longest time. And it just has not been addressed. Yeah, it's just down here, okay? But whatever. My warning boxes are flashing, which means they're adding crap, okay? I think this is it better visible from BMX? Where's Birmingham? Yeah, it'll be better visible. I want to take a look at that. Because it's south, but I'm sure BMX will load. Whoa. All right. So it's this loop-de-loop that's occurring up here. There's a loop-de-loop. And let's look inside the loop-de-loop. All right. So they better look at it. There's definitely something going on in there. I don't know. Me personally, I would go with a tornado warning. Because you can't see it very well. You don't know what's going on at the ground. But I'm not the National Weather Service, and I don't have a degree, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's go with HTX. All right, getting a view of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Like I said, south of Madison County, not including Madison County yet. All right, yet. I say that very usefully. All right. Need to be on my A game right now because this is an actual severe weather situation. Boom. Anyway, I'm gonna wait to see what this thing does. Start to hear your wind. Alright, so let me draw out this wind. Right in here, your wind should be picking up. Alright, if you live in this area, alright, 60 mile an hour wind now should be ripping through. In front of this line, which has wind going this way. Right, and up in the air, it's going like this. So this line does have an area that is concerning me. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold your hats. Hold your hats. Yeah, if they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this crap down here, they're going to have to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this. It's moving through Decatur right now. Let's pull up the Decatur camera. Or the Athens camera, either one. Alright. One of them. Alright. Let's look at the Decatur camera. Power might be out in this location, so we'll see. So the line has already moved through this location. Where it hasn't moved through yet is the Space and Rocket Center. We have rain falling, but it has not moved through yet. Alright. East Limestone 1. This might be our area of rotation. So we got clouds moving extremely quickly right here. The actual line of thunderstorms, I think, is on the road right here. Interesting situation. Alright. Tell me in the chat if you hear sirens going off in Huntsville. There's no actual tornado warning, I think. I haven't looked at it in like 5 seconds. They're constantly adjusting this because it's such a dangerous situation.